And know all the music in my videos. Star Power Chapter 15. Lights were strung in the trees and lit tiki torches. High up on poles outlined the backyard of an old bar that had been converted to an under 21 club named the Juice Pub in the next town. Charlie walked carefully on the gravel walk that led to the wooden gate on the side of the building. She was trying to escape and not scuff her heels. She'd been there only 3 minutes and was ready to go. There was just too much noise, too much commotion, and to her surprise, too much drinking. It was as if she entered the teen twilight zone, where it was cool for teenagers to spike their drinks. She hadn't necessarily seen anyone do it. In fact, many didn't smell of alcohol, but they were acting like they were under the influence. Charlie, where are you going? You just got here. Maya's voice caught her before she could escape through the gate. Charlie bit her lip and tried to think of something nice to say to Maya. If she was going to accomplish her goal of transforming Nia, she needed to figure out what the deal was between her and her twin. But she did need to sort all that out tonight. It's not really my type of thing, Maya. Plus, I had to get to work on the sketches for your dad's new digs. I'm sure you understand. Maya shook her head, walking over to Charlie. No, I don't. I don't really get what's going on. She shrugged, holding a red plastic cup in her hand as if she were about to make a toast. Then she gulped from it. She wiped her mouth with the back of her hand, making Charlie wonder what was in it. So why are you here, really? It can't be for my dad. He's loaded. He doesn't need the show to fix up his office. Charlie smiled. No, he doesn't. But as mayor, it wouldn't look good for him to fix up his own place. Then use it for political business. The taxpayers may think he'll use their money to compensate himself. I think that's a fun. Maya nodded and her face lit. I never thought about that. Good catch. Yes, and the last thing your family needs is more negative publicity, a male voice said, followed by its owner, Trent, who appeared out of the darkness. Charlie jumped and held her heart. Maya laughed and reached in her pocket and pulled out an empty bag of Skittles. She held it in the air. Well, she said to Trent. Charlie's antenna went up. What was up with this town and Skittles? Well, Charlie asked too. Trent shook his head and a look of disbelief covered his face. Wrong brother, Maya. And you guys promised. He looked at Charlie as if seeing her for the first time, then shut up. She noticed that his eyes said so much more than hello, and so did his answer. I think Rory's looking for you. She mentioned something about a yellow dress, and there isn't a yellow dress, is it? Maya lit, then gulped from her cup again. Maybe, she sang. Yellow's my favorite color. She cheesed and winked at Trent, winking, then turned to Charlie. What about you, Charlie? You want some candy? The yellow dress comment went over Charlie's head, and she gritted her teeth at the mention of Rory's name, but smiled. She had to mask her anger and get in Maya's good graces to figure out the wedge between the twins. She also had to find out what wrong brother had to do with candy. It was all so weird to her. Thanks, but no thanks. I need to put something else in my stomach first, like food, she said, meaning it. She hadn't eaten, and sweets were the last thing on her mind, especially since she could smell barbecue wafting through the backyard. I'll catch up with you after I eat, she promised Maya. And please don't let Rory leave. I have a surprise for her. Cool. I like surprises, and so does Rory. I won't spoil it for her though. I promise, and I'll save you some candy, she said to Charlie, then turned to Trent. See, you're wrong, brother. She held up the red cup as it saluted him, laughed, and disappeared. Trent raised his brows, put his hands in his pockets, and rocked on his feet. He had something to say, but wasn't talking. So? Charlie parroted him. So? What? She asked and walked down the gravel path, heading toward the rest of the partygoers in search of the food that was calling her. Trent jumped right in step with her. So, I didn't peg you for a candy type of girl. Charlie eyed him, then looked down at herself. She was in shape, but she wasn't so small that she looked hungry. Myth, Trent. All actresses don't starve themselves. I can eat anything I want, and I unusually do. She winked, then zigzagged her way through a throng of teenagers who either seemed high on a caffeine buzz, quiet like they were sleepwalking, or outright loud and obnoxious like they had something ultra potent in their cups. What's up with everybody? And I didn't know you had a brother. Trent laughed, then held up two fingers. Two brothers, Mitch and Mike. Charlie nodded. Oh, if they are who I think they are, then I met them both. Mike works at the hotel, right? And Mitch was at the house earlier. We took pictures together. They both seem like nice guys. So you didn't answer my question. What's up with everybody? Something seems off. Trent paused, then looked at her. I thought you were a city girl. Aren't you New Yorkers supposed to be up on everything? He resumed walking, pointing to the other side of the yard. Charlie strolled alongside him. She excused herself after stepping on someone's foot, even though they didn't seem to notice that she just about pierced their shoe with her heel. That's what they say. But I'm not a native New Yorker, and I'm too busy to keep up with everything. So what exactly am I missing? Trent excused their way through groups of bystanders who were blocking the makeshift buffet that had a huge spread of food. He pointed to a plate. I'll fix your plate for you. Cool? You're a guest. Charlie nodded. He picked it up, then began piling the offerings on it that she agreed to. You're not missing anything. Trust me. Just eat this. He handed her the plate. Enjoy the party and be aware of the items. Everyone and everything are not always what they seem. Make sure you stay away from Maya, Rory too. He walked away and disappeared into the crowd. Everything isn't always what it seems, rattled her. It may have not been word for word, but that's exactly what was written on the empty Skittles wrapper someone had slid under her door. Now she wondered if it was Trent. She shook her head, thinking that would be too obvious. If he was going to be sneaky, then he'd be just that. Who do something so slick just to save themselves away? Give themselves away. She grabbed a piece of chicken, then held her plate in the other hand while she ate. Within seconds, she found her way to a nearby cafe table, sat down, and began to squat down her food. Her empty stomach was thanking her with each bite, and so was her tongue as she licked the barbecue sauce off her fingers. Wow, love, I've never seen you tear into grub like that, Liam said, pulling out a chair across from hers. He sat down, then began watching her, making her uncomfortable. She looked at him and was glad that she was pretty much finished with her food. If he had joined her 2 minutes earlier, she wouldn't have been able to eat in peace, not with him staring at her the way he was, and that wouldn't have been good. He slid a cup in front of her. Charlie looked at the red plastic tumbler, then up to him. What's this? Something to drink. I've noticed you didn't have anything, so being the gentleman that I am, I brought you something. Charlie picked up the cup and smelled the contents. What is it? I don't smell anything. The way everyone around them were acting, she sure didn't want what they had in their cups. You think I'd do something to you, Liam laughed, then turned serious when she didn't join him. It's bottled water. I took it out of one of the coolers, cracked it open, and poured it myself. What's wrong? Charlie sat back in her seat, then took a long drink. Do you not see the way they are acting around here? It's like everyone is drunk or high or something. Liam nodded. Yes, I noticed. That's why I'm only drinking water that I can open. And if the cap doesn't crack when I twist it, proving it hasn't been opened. I'm not messing with it. The music switched to hip hop. Hey, that's that old common song announcement. Come on, we came here to have some fun. Let's get let's get it in. He said, getting out of his seat, then going to help her up from hers. Let's show them what you've got. Charlie St. James, show them you're more than a pretty face and a tiny waist. Charlie put down her cup, then laughed. They danced their way to the middle of the backyard and tried to blend in. The plan didn't work. She realized when the other teens surrounded them. A huge smile spread on her face when she looked at Liam. He may have been from overseas, but he could dance. The track switched to a Young Money track, and Charlie urged everyone to join them. It was weird having all eyes on them, and she felt like she'd get off beat from all the attention. Liam turned around, and Charlie rocked with him from behind. Charlie, do you mind? A girl asked. Charlie looked at her and smiled. She didn't want to leave Liam hanging out there, but her feet needed a break. No, not at all. Come on, she said, moving out of the way so the girl could take her place. Where's the ladies' room? She asked her. The girl pointed to the pub, inside and across the room. You can't miss it. Look for the pink fluorescent light. Thanks, Charlie said and traipsed across the yard as quickly as she could. As soon as she said ladies' room, her bladder seemed anxious. In seconds, she made her way to the pub and was opening the door when she saw Rory walking across the open space and going inside a different room. Yes, I can knock out two things with one trip. First, the bathroom, then Rory, Charlie said to herself. She couldn't wait to put Rory on her back. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video.